Hello friends, hope you all are doing well out there tonight on this fine Monday evening. Hope everyone's had a good start to their week. We are here tonight to say hi and continue the process of getting my warrior ready for leveling in the War Within. So we're gonna need some more keys. I think I need at least 3 more on my warrior. I need still buckets of aspects crests, so we may end up doing more than that. I would like to get a couple of keys done on some other characters as well, so we'll probably do some alt stuff tonight. But I hope you all are having a good day, and thank you all for tuning in. We're just about to get started here. I've got a Nokhud +9, that's where we're gonna start. I know +8 is a little more efficient, but you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Also, I'm just realizing my Raider IO plugin, I think, got borked. Let me get that updated real quick. Gotta install a new version of the client first. Exciting times. Let's get that updated real quick and then do a quick reload. How's everybody's Monday going? I guess for most of you out there, it's probably Tuesday technically, or actually. Hope you all are doing well, having a good start to your week. Hopefully work's not got anybody down. I do have one guildie online who wanted to join us. He might be doing a super bloom or something right now. We'll make sure we hold a spot for him, but I want to get these dungeons going. This guy's name is Yetied or Yeetide. I don't know. I'm not sure which one is funnier. Probably Yetied. It's a good name. Of course, the perils of doing keys on Monday night is it's already difficult to find people. And doing them on a Monday night, the second to last week of the season and of the patch. It may take us a little while to get going here. But we will. We'll persevere. We'll have some fun. This mage is probably pretty good. Mages are always good to have. One thing I'm thinking about, I do want to take Disrupting Shout for the last boss here. So we'll go ahead and grab it. I don't know if that's the best. I hate dropping Thunderlord, but some of these other talents are just so much better. We got a pretty good Windwalker Priest combo here. I don't think these other guys are over here yet. I'll try giving him an invite again. There we go. Get our group summoned. Once again, I just want to thank everybody who stopped by and hang out. I really appreciate all of you. Hopefully we can have some fun enjoying the last few days of Dragonflight before the pre-patch. We're just 8 days away now. This is the last fortified key of the expansion, or last fortified night. I know there's the pre-patch, which technically is still within the expansion. It'll be the same dungeons, so they probably won't bring in the actual affix overhaul until season 1 of War Within. So we'll have a little bit of a post-season. Now things will largely still be the same, but I am looking forward to being able to pick up Shockwave without having to dip all the way down here into this nonsense. Also really looking forward to the DK talent trees. Some really nice updates there. The Brewmaster as well. I'm kind of curious if they're gonna, like, if we'll be able to upgrade gear in the pre-patch. I would assume we can. I suppose we can check it out on the PTR right now. Alright, here we go. Nokhud Offensive +9.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hoping we get some big spell reflex in here. Did I not get not gonna go with Battle Shout? We'll drop that when we land here. Once everybody's in. I'm gonna open up with a shield wall here. This pack is this pack doesn't mess around. Hey Christopher. How you doing tonight? Definitely not gonna miss this dungeon. Yeah, it's not as bad as it was in season 1. I don't know, there are parts of Nokhud that I like. But yeah, I don't think I'll be too sad to see this one go. Let's get a shockwave in here. I don't think I hit very many mobs with that.
Your step.
Yeah, it definitely won't be too painful to leave some of these Dragonflight dungeons behind.
Watch your step.
I feel like Dragonflight has some really great dungeons and some not so great dungeons. Let's charge into these guys.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
Won't be sad to leave these affixes behind either. This is actually one of the better weeks too.
Crowd control. Watch your step.
Oh, we've got it. This level is entangling. I guess bolstering is not one of the better weeks, but
Watch your step.
trying to get all these in front of me is
Watch your step.
a little annoying. Oh, we lost our mage there. That's not good.
Watch your step.
Lost our priest there. That's not good.
Watch your step. Break right.
Should be able to survive the end of this pull here. I do have shield block if I start to drop a little bit. There's just 2 longbow centaurs left. Everybody's here, so we'll go into the next pack.
Watch your
Trying to use shockwave on cooldown or as close to as I can.
interrupt.
Make sure we get that disruptive shout interrupted.
Watch your step.
I did think my disruptive shout, or disrupting shout, I should say. Guess we need any AoE interrupts here.
Interrupt.
Definitely will want that for the last boss. Alright, time to fight Granith.
Break right. Run.
Hey, Melnar, how's it going?
Ready to interrupt.
Hope you've had a good day. Oh, that was...
Break right.
that was just about the only way you can wipe in this dungeon, is letting that eruption start to go off. I think I'm going to take this one into my hands. As soon as that thing is ready, I'm going to jump over and send it. Wait, what? Did we get... What the... Did he get MC'd? And then another one came in? What just happened? I am so confused. Sometimes you're discovering bugs even at the end of the expansion. Oh, maybe that's not a bug. I've just never seen that happen before. Oh, where am I going here? I am lost. There we go.
Break right.
Got a nice massive spell there. We'll go ahead and fight the Pat here. I know in hierarchies people always skip this Pat, but in my experience, if you try to skip it in a pug, it just gets pulled right into the boss. We use our challenging shout there. Or disrupting shout. Oh, let's not charge into that. Sometimes I get a little jumpy on that charge, going back into fight a pack. Not what you want to be doing. Well, I have made my choice of main for War Within. All you guys out there, is anyone else still struggling with the decision? Anyone feeling pretty confident about what they're going to choose? I'm really hoping I'll be able to finish the video on what that's going to be tonight. I was trying to finish it up last night, and I just kept having to like re-record stuff that I wanted to say because I was losing my train of thought. I was just way too tired after stream. But I think we'll be able to get it finished tonight, and hopefully I can finish the editing too. But we'll see. Sometimes I need to edit a lot just to get everything nice and concise and clean. Well, if no one else is going to pick up these orbs, I will take them. I'll take my 15% more damage in here. I prefer this monk pick him up because he's just absolutely blasting, but can't see him go to waste. That one's a little dangerous, but I think I can grab it without pulling the two guys down there. I'm leaning kind of towards Warlock right now. I only really like Destro, but don't need to be playing Bespec to get ADC and portals. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think that's a fine choice. And Warlocks are, especially for raid, Warlocks are always wanted. For all the raid buffs that you cast, I don't think any of them are as valuable as Gateways and Healthstones can be. It's like you could almost, on almost every fight, you can find a useful spot to have a Gateway. And Healthstones are always good, especially in Prague. Warlock is probably my favorite caster DPS actually. When I first joined Undaunted, I was actually playing a Warlock. I made the mistake of not spell reflecting there. Let's see if we can get one off here. There we go.
Spread.
True, based off of the rush sheet, we already have a Warlock, but 2's fine. Yeah, 2's absolutely fine. And it also gives the flexibility that, like, if someone has to miss a day, then you're not missing your Healthstones and all the important stuff. So we can extend this buff a little bit.
Spread.
Come on, cast, cast, cast. Oh, that was bad. I reflected the wrong thing. Thankfully, this is not a tyrannical key, so I am fine. We're gonna lose our buff here. That's okay.
Spread.
See if we get one more reflect off. Yeah, let's go. This is 2 nights in a row I played with a Windwalker who is just absolutely lit up on boss and trash damage. Very, very impressed. Wonder if there's a lot of people gearing up their Windwalkers for all the changes coming in War Within. I wonder if it was the same guy. I don't really remember what the other guy's name was last night. I could check the details logs.
Interrupt.
There, we got the birds.
Interrupt.
Pop a defensive for those because they hurt on a fortified week.
Interrupt. 3, 2, 1. Break rank. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Alright, we do need the pat over here. For count, at least on the route that I run in here. Anyone else figured out what they're going to play in War Within yet? Time is coming to make that decision. You obviously don't have to like max out gear. That's just something I like to do. I like to go into a new expansion with a little bit of a head start.
Interrupt.
This is all stuff that'll get replaced by like questing gear close to max level probably, but you know, every little bit counts. Especially those early levels, just like getting through those in a breeze can be really satisfying. Alright. One more pack to activate the boss, and then a couple more for percent. We'll be chilling.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Ubiquitous double Thor stream engage. Nice. Appreciate it, Franken. How you doing tonight, man?
Interrupt.
Just got home from the first 15-hour shift. Oof. The first 15-hour shift. Got another one tomorrow. Oh, man. Well, hopefully you make it through that. I don't particularly envy you. Gotta bring home the bacon though. Big storm rolled through, dodged almost all of it, so that's good. Yeah, that is good. Those summer storms in the Midwest can be pretty crazy. I'm glad you made it home safely. I know our mage just said in party chat, UI error city. A lot of down limbs, power outages, etc. Oof. Oh, this is perfect. No major damage. Well, that's good. You need one more shaman key for more. Yeah, I've got several more to run. I need 3 more on warrior, and then I'd like to at least do a DK key. If I can get a monk key and a druid key in as well, I'd be happy. But like those are lower priority. I do have a video to finish up tonight, or at least finish like getting all the recording done for tonight. Let's see, we need one more pack. Which pack is it? It's this one here, I think. Yeah. Last one, then boss. But we have is pay for 1 heroic clear on those little guys. Just go get all the bullions. Maybe 1 or 2 items. Right on. It's probably more efficient to do it that way. Or even just like leading a rogue pug. I feel like once the pre-patch hits and all the raids are awakened, like that'll be a really good way to catch up on some alts. Just pick a night and do all 3 raids on heroic. Get fully kitted out. Pre-patch for champ track stuff. I mean, that's where you start, right?
Run. Fear incoming.
That'll be good enough to level. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like anything champion track is going to be way more than enough for leveling.
Defense your step.
But I mean, as long as you have Dragonflight leveling gear, like leveling won't be super challenging. It's just obviously smoother.
Defensive.
Like you get those levels where you're like 2-shotting everything, you know? Get the best weapons, trinkets, and just go. Yeah.
Knocking back. Watch your step.
Ah. He just made a big X.
Run. Fear incoming.
I'm kind of wondering what I should spend my next bullions on.
Defensive.
I don't even know how many we're gonna get, like if we'll continue to get them in the pre-patch all the way up to the
Defensive. Your step.
expansion launch. I guess if we don't get them in the pre-patch, then like we don't actually have more to spend if we're all caught up, right? Because we get 1 next week.
Defensive.
But it would be a lone bullion. I am still in combat. There we go. Transmog. I don't care about transmog. If there's just 1, I'll buy like a transmog weapon or something that I'll probably never use anyway. Don't be hasty. See, one thing I'm thinking is like I bought augury, which is a great trinket when you have like, you know, max level gear and you have a decent crit chance. But I feel like maybe by like level 77 or 78, it's probably not going to be as good because I'll have a much lower crit chance. So part of me is wondering if I want to replace that with another trinket. I do have a pocket anvil that I can get to 522 and just rock. Fury crits a lot. That's true.
Shockwave.
That's true. But I mean, just naturally as you level, your stats all get less impactful, right?
Charging. Move.
I could also get a Awakened Ashkander. I only have a hero track one right now. But I feel like that's such a minor upgrade, it doesn't matter that much.
Shockwave.
Definitely would not do that. I mean, because like the question is, do we have one more set of bullions? Do we have 2 more? 3 more? I mean, I have everything else I possibly need. So the only other potential thing would be cloak. I don't have the cloak, but I don't know. I don't like that cloak. I mean, first of all, like, if you're leveling, there's no one to steal stats from. Unless you're in dungeons, I guess. But if I'm in dungeons, I'll be tanking, and I want to have stamina from a cloak. Carthage, I mean, Nokhud Offensive, so glad it's going away. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. This is a dungeon that, you know, it's not as bad as it was in Season 1, but it's got some qualities that will not be missed for sure.
Defensive.
Alright.
Interrupt.
Try and gather these all up. This is where I miss playing my DK. Alright, we did a fine job there. And now I can spell reflect. Oh, it's on CD. So we won't get that one. Insta dispel. This priest is a hero. Oh, look at the monk getting over to the rock.
Defensive.
We got some absolute legends in this group.
Run out.
I forgot to dispel it to I can spell reflect this one. Let's go ahead and hit it now.
Defensive.
Nice clean run. .507 Tingy Tim with a circle con. Yeah, that was a decision. Yeah, the Nelth Trinket is one I'm thinking about. Grief Torch probably be good. I have a pocket anvil, so like as long as you're chain pulling, that thing is pretty insane. I might just use that. Or I might just stick with Augury and not really care about it falling off. I mean, it does incredible damage. Like, it did 10% of my damage in that key. This is wild. And I'm not stacking crit for Prot. We can pick up the Idol of Trampling Hooves. We'll take another option. It gives a speed proc. Speed's always good. Let's collect them all and then we'll have options. Alright, I need 2 more for my vault, I believe. Yeah. And then just so many more for crests. Alright, we got 11 Brackenhide. I'm just going to drop that to an 8. Trying to be efficient with our time here. Part of me wants to go ahead and put up score in all these dungeons, but I don't know if I want to do Azure Vault. Actually, no, Azure Vault and Algethar are pretty good. For some reason I saw AV and I was thinking halls. I don't know why. I also have a Brackenhide +8, so let's go do Brackenhide. Oh, I do have Portal to Brackenhide. Let's go. This warrior's name is Cappuccino. Nice. Try and get a healer first. And then we'll pick up our last TPS. This druid could probably heal this place. But if I'm taking a healer low eye level, I at least want them to have a disease dispel in this place. Now we're up to 75 aspects crests. I think I'm just going to save the ones that I collect this week. See if we get in the vault. Probably do some crafting. I'm going to 507 Resto Druid. That's probably fine. Yeah, we'll take him. Got a big demon hunter here. Get these summons out. Did I just summon Usul? Oops. Summon my guy who's standing right here. Well played, Franken. Well played. Classic heroic leap into the portal. Gotta love it. I'm gonna refile. 27 minutes might be cutting it a little bit close. Hopefully not, but hey, what's up, Blacktosh? I'm vibing with Worry even more than I thought. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have so much fun on it. I don't think it's the best tank right now, but it's definitely the most fun tank to me. So everybody's ready, so we hit the pull timer.
5, 4,
Oh wait, oh no, oh
1.
that's fine. I can make use of disrupting chat in here. We'll see what changes in a week. I mean, that's fair, I guess. This Demon Hunter's is an aggro monster.
Grapevine. Run.
Like there's a 100% chance this pack gets pulled. Yep. Gotta be ready for it. Oh no. You know what I'm really ready for is Berserker Rage to be baseline again.
Run. Watch your step. Grapevine.
I got used to having that on Veda real fast.
Interrupt.
Make sure we kick the cackle on this guy.
Grapevine.
Pull this hunter back over.
Watch your step.
We got CDs for the next pack here, so I think as soon as this hunter dies, we're gonna head on into it.
Run. 3, 2, 1. Grapevine.
Oh, this pack got melted.
Interrupt.
Yeah, we'll have some accountability on the warrior pick. So I'm gonna make a video like kind of saying like, hey, I'm gonna main warrior or within season 1.
Run.
And I'm talking about like the other classes how I intend to prioritize the other tanks is kind of the idea I'm going for.
Interrupt.
The couple of caveats I will give is like, if our guild is missing a raid buff and we have literally no one else who wants to play that class, I will consider maybe playing like monk or druid, at least for raid. But I don't really see that happening. This druid might need some mana soon. So that's one consideration. But all things being equal, I'm just enjoying Warrior too much to really like call another class my main right now. And that's been consistent for like the whole beta cycle at least. Weird thing is I already have a monk in my guild, so I may be worried for the exact because of that exact reason we don't currently have one. Yeah, it's definitely something to think about. Drew didn't say anything but started drinking, but I'll be okay for the opening of this poll.
Run.
I think so. Ravager follows your target, right? Or follows like a target. I think I'm just gonna make a macro to cast it on myself, drop it at my feet. Because I'm getting really tired of having to place that on the ground every time it's up and I want to do damage.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Someone remind me to do that after this dungeon. I think it would make Ravager much more satisfying to hit as a button. I have like cursor macros for things like Death and Decay and like other gun targeted effects, but Ravager, like since it actually follows a target and moves decently fast, I think like at player or at self macro would be fine. I guess it'd be at player for ground targeted effects. Of course, we have 3 that want to be DKs in the melee DPS group. That's, I mean, it's not surprising. DK's looking pretty sick. Sounds like my guild with Ret Paladins. We have like 3 Ret Paladin mains and a Holy Paladin main right now. Made it very easy to eliminate Prot Paladin as a potential main, I will say. Did we miss a cage? Yeah, okay. Druid's got it. It's just that one right there. Alright, here we go. Oh, hey Adrian, what eliminated Prot Paladin? Oh, I was just saying my guild has like 4 Paladin mains already. So, even if it was like one of my top 2 or 3 tanks, it probably would have been on the outside looking in. But I think, I don't know, just like the playstyle isn't my favorite. I don't really like Holy Power and like the way that works. And that's kind of like the core mechanic of the class. This boss is getting melted. The first boss is going to die in under 40 seconds. That's wild. And then also like the hero trees just don't really move the needle for me. I think Lightsmith is a really cool idea, but I did not like the way that it played out, where you have to like choose who to buff. I don't know, I find that kind of stuff like, especially in raids, I find it a little bit like disengaging, if that makes sense. Like I played a lot of Augavoker when they made that, and I had a lot of fun with that in dungeons because you could just kind of like press your buttons and not really have to care about who you're prioritizing. Like your prescience was always going to go on the DPS. You didn't have to worry too much about like optimizing anything. You could just chill and like call out kicks and do CCs and stuff. But then playing it in raid and like actually trying to optimize things on the raid frames, that got really, really tedious to me really fast. And I think Lightsmith is going to be kind of in a similar spot. Well, like if you really want to min-max and get the most out of it, it takes quite a bit of effort to like pick the right person to give the right buff at the right time. And Templar is just kind of like not great right now. I'm playing a ton of Blood DK in retail the past week or so. Really starting to get it now. We're just going beta and try Arcane Druid, Blood and Warrior. Hard to pick otherwise. Yeah, I think like actually playing them on the beta was really helpful for me in the decision making process. I will say like the more I play Arcane Bear, the more I like it. I still have like big issues with the talent trees for Druid, but I think the actual like, this is gonna be a big pull. The actual like in-game product feels really, really nice. And that's something that I think is kind of hard to overstate. This was maybe not the best idea to do on a Fortified Week. We're handling it though. And the DK got aggro on something, I think, but... Or the Demon Hunter.
Watch your step.
Got a Shockwave in here. We got Avatar up again. You guys run the mobs to me, not away. Got Ravager up again. Demo Shout.
Watch your step.
Uh-oh. Point to being saying this is fine, what if there's on fire around you? Is how you're supposed to tank. You know, you're not wrong. I mean, how else are you supposed to get a triple avatar pull? That only costs us 1 death and the entire healer's mana bar. Like, we're fine. We're chilling. We'll give him a little break to catch up on mana. Just kill these 2 lashers real quick. That was a fun pull though. Anytime you break like 300k DPS as the tank, you're having a good time. There's only DH. Exactly. Nobody important died. He deserves it for being a DH. I don't know if I go that far. This is going back a while now. It was sometime last expansion. There was a Demon Hunter pug in one of our guild raids whose details name was I ate glue as a kid, so now I have to play DH or something like that. It was very, very amusing. It's not a wipe if only 80% of the people die. Yeah, that's true. It's not a wipe if you survive as a tank. And then if you die as the tank, it's the healer's fault, right? It's the old adage: if the tank dies, it's the healer's fault. If the healer dies, it's the tank fault. If the DPS die, it's their own fault. I have to say, I think Brackenhide is one of the keys that I hope they eventually bring back for a season. Healer don't stand in stupid, us DPS, but it's so pretty. My old guild used to have a joke that anytime there was fire on the ground, it would give you a haste buff. So our healers would be like, move out of the fire, and we'd be like, but it gives us a haste buff. Even though that was like basically never true.
Watch your step.
There's a lasher all the way back there. Just poking my healer. For real though, this guy's doing real good. It's he's only at level 507, I think. Which, you know, isn't bad.
Defensive.
But I'm doing some pretty irresponsible pulls, and he's keeping pretty much everyone alive. Demon Hunter's only, I think the Demon Hunter is the only person who's died, and he's just ripped aggro on stuff when I'm gathering pulls a couple of times. Can't really blame the healer for that. I do need to make sure that I send it. Oh, no, no, no. Come on. Not in the entangling. That's not fair. Okay. Looks like I either got spit out of the entangling before it went off, or it didn't count. I was a little nervous that I was going to reset the boss getting kicked across the pond there. I do suppose it was decide this swirlies on the ground should follow a set color scheme. Yellow or green is good. Any other color bad. That would be really, really nice. So I'm afraid they probably won't actually do that.
Defensive.
A quadruple, on a triple spell reflect there. One of them was slightly off on cast time. Thankfully the one that was off on cast time was behind the others and not ahead of the others. Because that's really, really sad when that happens. That was one of the things that I appreciated. I didn't play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, but when I was giving it a go, I appreciated that like it was very clear from the marks on the ground, like what you wanted to stand in and what you didn't.
Breath incoming.
Oh. Well,
Run.
you're not gonna live long standing in that frontal.
Breath incoming. Grapevine. Run.
Yeah, you should just wait. One thing I really wish they would do is stop, like... I don't know why this guy pulled these gut stabbers, but okay. Here we are, fighting them. One thing I really wish they would do is stop making fights where, like, the swirlies you're supposed to dodge are the same color as the ground that you're standing on. It's like, hey, here's a big purple void area with purple swirlies that you have to dodge. Or hey, here's a big green disease nature area with green swirlies that you have to dodge. I feel like whenever they do that, it's just like, are you trying to make us hate this fight? Yeah, that is so bad. Yeah, it's the worst. They did a really good job in a Mirdrasil of like distinguishing colors, so I'm hopeful that they'll continue that in War Within. But I haven't really looked to the raid fights too much yet. Obviously, didn't do any raid testing because at least all the heroic testing, which is what I'd be most interested in, is during normal work hours for us normies. Might have been good to do a normal run, but time is precious.
Spread. Knocking back. Interrupt. Tread. Knocking back. Interrupt.
I do not know what's going on with the music right now. I'm gonna change it after this fight. Go the old reliable groovy album.
Interrupt. Watch your step. Interrupt.
Get reflected. I already know I was about to thunderclap and that chain lightning just pulled everything in. Big old nope. Let's see, we do not have a priest, so we're gonna have to pull the middle stuff. That's fine. That's fine. Let's pull him up to the side a little bit. Oh, we got a rat hexer. Okay. Only one of them, it looks like. Hit spell reflect and immediately reflect something. Oh, we got the War Scourge too. Okay, we got everything. Oh no, this is not how you want this area to go. Alright, well I'm gonna kick Skull here. Frank, if you can hear me, you kick X.
Interrupt.
Beautiful. Alright, well we're going to be a good bit over count, but we've got plenty of time to +2 this, so I'm not too concerned about that.
Break button. Run. Interrupt.
Okay, that Rot Hexer's padding away. There's probably like a 99% chance it gets pulled in on the boss, so I think we're just gonna have to deal with that. Oh no. Well, we should have a B-res. Okay, we're spreading this around.
Defensive. Attack totem.
Okay. This is really bad.
Defensive. Attack totem.
Okay, we managed to recover there. Healer's completely so that's not great, but
Defensive.
as long as we stay relatively back here, we should be able to dodge pulling the Rot Hexer. It's gonna pad away now.
Attack totem.
Yeah, that was a good recovery. I'll do my best to play defensively so our healer has
Defensive.
managed to get us through the rest of this fight. Need to position a little bit better with that poison cloud.
Break button. Watch your
Oof, that's
step.
so much damage. keep the boss a little further ahead of it.
Defensive.
I like to keep the boss kind of like almost opposite of it.
Attack totem.
So you have plenty of time to kill the totem before the poison cloud catches up.
Grapevine.
You really want to max your positioner so that like she starts casting it in the poison cloud, and then when it pops up, the poison cloud is moved away from it. But that's not really necessary. Our boss should be dead pretty soon here.
Watch your step.
Easy key. No mistakes. Gold. Alright, so we need one more key on the warrior. Go ahead and repair while I'm thinking about it here. I did not reroll mine. That was a mistake. Go do Neltharus with this guy. Healer says, "Good job tanking, bud. Easiest tank so far to heal." See, that's the Pro Warrior advantage right there, right? You get some gear, and then block is so strong that you just like take no damage most of the time. Giving a compliment like that after doing some very reckless pulls feels really good. Demon Hunter says he's going to sleep. So we can this guy has, he said Neltharus +8. So we get that listed. Might be again. Alright. No worries, Franken. Don't want to do 2 more blood DK keys. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh wait, Neltharus. I have a portal there now. Don't I? No, I don't. That's okay. We got a big hunter here. Yeah, doing like a full night of keys between 2 15-hour shifts sounds like making life harder than it needs to be. We have Ysera queuing up. Let's see, what do we actually need in this group? I don't know, just someone who knows what they're doing. Shadow Priest. We'll take a Shadow Priest. Shadow's good. If he will take us. Should I keep disrupting shout? I feel like I've been getting good usage out of it. But it would be nice to have a shorter cooldown on demoralizing shout again. I don't think I need that many interrupts in this place, right? I mean, we have a group that's not going to be the best at kicking. I don't know, really the only important kicks are the Molten Core casts. I'd rather have more uptime on Demo Shout. Go ahead and re-up our file. Actually, no, I'm going to take 10 seconds to step away and grab some water. I will be right back. Be right back, guys. Don't worry, that thunk was just my headphones falling to the ground. They don't seem to have broken, so all is good. Alright, everybody's ready. This is the Druid's Key.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and pre-pot. Normally don't pull this guy on fortified keys, but
Watch your step, break right.
that's only an 8. I trust this group to do what needs to be done here.
Watch your step.
Of course, I missed him with the chain, which is not ideal.
Shockwave.
We killed pretty much everything else in the pull, so.
Watch your step.
And he's actually just getting melted. The Hunter's doing 1,000,000 DPS. I think we chose the right friends to bring along for this one.
Shockwave.
Someone grab this one.
Break right. Watch your step. Shockwave.
We're just gonna stand on the chain and not grab it, okay. I guess we will be asking a Shadow Priest too much to do a chain, right?
Watch your step.
Alright. Someone do that chain, please. Oh, he said he'll grab it, okay. So that's good. I'm gonna last stand as we round everything up here.
Shockwave.
We got Avatar and Demo Shout again. I forgot to make a Ravager macro. No!
Watch your step.
Someone remind me after this key, please, to make a Ravager macro. Oh, we lost our healer.
Shockwave.
That's okay. This pack is dead.
Watch your step.
He's a druid, so he'll get back real quick.
Watch where. Watch where. Chain box.
There's 2. Let's not do 3.
Red button.
I love how high uptime you can get on Avatar and Demo Shout at this point in the patch.
Watch where.
We'll get one more round of grounding spears. He might die before we break all the chains, though. Certainly, like, immediately after. Yeah, like right as that third one broke.
Watch your step. Shockwave. Watch your step. Shockwave.
3, 2, 1.
Shockwave. Watch your step.
Someone get the chains, please. It's right there. Someone grab it. Oh, they already did. Never mind. Guess we just only got half of it because I was rounding up the other stuff. That's okay. This pack is still getting pretty brutalized.
Watch your step.
Did we lose our... I don't know, he was just standing up here ready to go. Last time I was in here, we had a warlock run over the hunter there and pull it. And the warlock was like running with us, so the guy ran up the stairs, one-shot the warlock, and didn't aggro anybody else, and just ran back downstairs and went back to sleep. It was one of the funnier moments I've seen in this place. Johan, what's up, my dude? Why doesn't your health bar ever move? It's just the Prot warrior way. You just don't take damage, just block it all.
Watch your step.
Just, yeah, block all the physical damage and have a massive ignore pain for all the magic damage.
Watch your step.
And if a boss ever casts something that's gonna kill you, you just spell reflect it.
Shockwave.
Unless it's a frontal, of course, like that, but you just move out.
Interrupt.
Yeah, warrior is really, really tanky right now. And feels that way at least like at lowish key levels on War Within as well.
Charging. Move.
2, 1.
Break button.
Oh, we lost our healer again.
Charging. Move. Shockwave.
Should be able to finish off this pack and get him up. Yeah. Now on tyrannical weeks, I like to pull this mini boss, the Iron Torch Commander, with these two guys over here. But we're not going to do that on a fortified week. We'll do a moderate pull here though.
Break button. Interrupt.
Lost our healer again. This pack is kind of a dangerous one to lose your healer on. All these flares casting. I think they just kind of chain cast on him.
Shockwave. Break button. Shockwave.
Lost our hunter too, which is hurts a little bit. He's pumping. This stuff should be low enough that we can finish it off. And we have a priest in pally, so we can get reses off. Yeah, Prot Warrior is just very, very sturdy. It's one of the things I love about it.
Watch your step.
Like you don't feel as in control of your health pool and survival as like a Blood DK does. But at the same time, you feel like you're almost invincible just because, like, if you rotate your defensives and keep your active mitigation up, like, you just are almost unkillable. The disadvantage is, like, self-healing is not fantastic, so if you're trying to live for, like, 2 minutes to finish off a boss with no healer, you're probably in a little bit of trouble then. But that's kind of a niche scenario, and the correct move there is to just, like, not have your healer die in the first place. As bad as that sounds, it's not always something you can control.
Break button.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by, Johan. Thank you for chiming in, asking questions. Questions are always encouraged. I can't promise I will always have an answer, but I will give it my best crack.
AOE incoming.
I'll at least try to be entertaining if I can't be informative. But we will try to be informative. We've got some smart people in chat too that can also help out, so we'll hopefully get you the information you're looking for.
Special coming. Watch your step. Break button. Special coming. Watch your step.
Prot Warrior was strong and started Dragonflight and then fell off hard. Will history repeat itself? I mean, that remains to be seen. I think Prot Warrior's strengths were still there. It was just that, like, Prot Paladin's buffs were, oh no, I didn't grab, it's a bummer. Prot Paladin got buffed in, and just, like, completely overtook it, and then Guardian Druid had, like, the most ridiculous tier set in Season 2. And then, yeah, VDH got double sigils, and I think it was more a case of like the other tanks got buffed up to the point where they were better at and better enough at something, and tank survivability was generally not the single thing holding groups back. Now the question is, do we snap these down? Because we could snap them down in the next pack. I think we just kill them here. We're not hurting for time.
Watch your step.
Yeah, I don't know. I was watching some other people's thoughts, and I'm not sure Prot Warrior is going to be the strongest tank in Season 1, but I'm not really trying to like predict what tank is going to be meta and then main that. I'm just trying to pick which one I have the most fun with. And I mean, part of that is that like it's just fun to play the best class, right? So there's certainly a little bit of that going on, where like Prot Warrior feels so sturdy that it makes it fun. But I have the most joy when I'm playing Prot Warrior right now compared to all the other tanks, so there's some of the like intangible things about the class too that just feel great, like just the way that Prot Warrior has movement, and the way you have like such high uptime on a lot of your cooldowns. You get crazy. Oh, that was really bad. That was really bad. We got Molten Core cast off.
Watch your step.
We got 2 of them off. The third one's about to go off. Oh dear.
Interrupt.
Looks like we're living though. Dude, this druid is a beast.
Watch your step.
Yeah, just to me the gameplay of Prot Warrior is so much fun right now. With only one of these guys I can just focus on kicking and stunning him as needed. Make sure that Molten Core does not go off.
Watch your step.
Let's let our DPS just absolutely pump, because that's what they're doing. One of the other nice things is they're taking away the last little bit of DPS or damage penalty that you get in defensive stance in War Within. Because right now it's still a 5% damage reduction, right? You reduce damage taken by 5%, and you reduce your damage dealt by, or you reduce damage taken by 20% and damage dealt by 5%. And that last little bit is going away in War Within. We're in a little bit of trouble here with these 2 elementals. Yeah. Ran out of stops there. But the Thaumaturge died, so we should be fine. Unless those guys are just at 100% now and in their like empowered form, then we might be in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, those molten explosions two of them going off at the same time. It's okay, good, they settled down. Two of those going off at the same time is no good for anybody.
Watch your step. Shockwave.
So in the morning here after work, I'll watch vids. GG's. Thanks. Hope you have a good day at work. Thanks for hanging out and tuning in. Yeah, it's getting pretty late over here, but we're gonna keep streaming for a little bit.
Shockwave.
I at least want to get a DK dungeon in.
Charging. Move.
I guess maybe I should use the shield on Magma Tusk.
Break light.
We lost our healer again.
Shockwave.
Might be rough to not get him up on the boss. Okay, we got him up. That's good. Trying to get the boss out of the fire.
Charging.
He seems to want to stand in the fire, though. No, we lost our healer to the charge again. I don't know if we have another B-res.
Shockwave. Break light.
Boss is only at 10% now, so I think we'll be okay. Get some off healing from our Paladin Priest. Okay, they did end up getting the Druid up. That's alright. Could have been worse. Oh, I do not have my Black Parasol on my action bars here. I thought I did. Oh, we can always just leave down as a warrior.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
I don't like how spread out these guys just got.
Shockwave. Pushback incoming.
Oh,
Shockwave.
apparently I got hit by that volcanic guard. I did not think I was standing in that. Yeah, it did 1.4 million damage. That's a lot to live in the middle of the bird's AoE there too.
Shockwave.
Get a little reflecto here.
Interrupt. Shockwave. Break light. Shockwave.
Another little reflecto. we'll need 1 or 2 more mobs after the boss here. We need 13, no. 17 more count.
Shockwave.
Go and grab our pile here.
Watch your step. Shockwave.
3, 2, 1.
Red button.
Need another pile of gold.
Break right. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Boss is about to go down here.
Break right.
I think we will need to kill both of these guys. It's a little bit unfortunate.
Shockwave. Entry. Break right. Shockwave.
Alright. Easy key. And we got a cloak that I don't need. I think I'm gonna reroll my Brackenhide to see what we get. We got Neltharus, okay. Random question, but if I could bring back any dungeon from vanilla through Kata for Mythic Plus, which would I choose? That is a tough question. Oh man. My gut answer, and I don't think this is the correct answer, and I don't know if it would be reasonable, but my gut answer would be Blackrock Depths. I think if they gave it like the Mega Dungeon treatment, where they split it into like 2 or maybe even 3 because it's so long keys, I think that could be pretty sick. I have so much nostalgia for that dungeon. I remember like spending hours in there doing full runs in vanilla on my Resto Druid. Like that place was, I have so many good memories in there. But it would take a ton of work for them, I think, to update all the bosses and everything. I think, yeah. I don't know if that would be the right choice though, because like it's so long. Some of the bosses are like they maybe do one thing. Wait, why can't I look at the? Let me reload real quick. I also have really good memories of Strathholm, Upper Blackrock Spire, They kind of already did that with Scholomance, right? They updated it and made it a regular dungeon in MoP, and then it was a challenge mode dungeon. So, vanilla Scholomance was not my favorite, though. Can I look at the dungeon journal now? Why? Okay, I guess the dungeon journal's just broken. Maybe I need to update an add-on. I think maybe like you could do a similar thing with Maradon, where like you break it up into 2 or 3 wings. That could be kind of fun. I don't know though. Like some of the layouts of classic dungeons would be really hard to map to a Mythic Plus dungeon. That's a tough one. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe like the old Scarlet Monastery. Like combine 2 of those wings. I don't know. They have a lot of trash compared to the number of bosses, though. Alright, I think we're gonna go to Azure Vault next. Got a good thing going. We'll keep collecting crests. I think if I do 2 more time dungeons on my work, I would have enough crests to craft 2 items on, well, anytime now. I'm gonna wait till after I open the vault. Or if I decide not to craft, I could just like send a ton of upgrades on stuff. I do still need a bunch of crests for augury, a bunch for my rings, and like everything else too. So many needs. Alright, start a dungeon group. Azure Vault. I'm gonna run into a tree. I think maybe some of the Wrath dungeons could be cool too. I think like Utgard Keep could be cool. That would be a pretty fast dungeon. Although, I don't know, there's potential for some of those bosses to just be brutal on tyrannical keys. This rogue's name is Milky Ken. We do need the old Bloodlust in here. At least ideally. What do you think, chat? If you could choose any dungeon from Vanilla through Kata for Mythic Plus, which dungeon would you choose? What would you inflict upon us? Or bless us with? Maybe we could bring back the original Old Man. Would make people appreciate the new one a little bit. They could bring back the original one with the original Lost Dwarves boss that you can only fight if you're Horde. So if you have like a mixed group, or if you have an alliance group, you can't actually complete the dungeon. That would be pretty droll. Could bring back Stockade, which has like one boss that drops loot, and it only has a chance to drop loot. Let's see. Bring an older man, might as well bring Zul'Farrak, and plus the 6 bosses, let's go. Oh no, and the stair event, the pyramid event. That would be interesting. You can skip a lot of stuff in that place. Doing some like weird wall shenanigans. But then you wouldn't be able to skip all of it, obviously, in a key. Bring back lower Blackrock Spire and like tune it so that you actually have to pull all the trash. It'd be like a 55-minute timer. Yeah, some of those places would just not translate well to the modern game for sure. I don't know why the adventure guide's not wanting me to be able to do dungeons here, but probably need to update LVOI or something. A relog might fix it, but not gonna do that. I should ruin my weapon, because that will... This place will take longer than 18 minutes. Oh man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. I'm gonna pull the first room here fairly conservatively. Just considering that, like, I'm not a demon hunter and I can't actually stop everything for these guys. I can shockwave. Now they're all gonna start casting, and I only have 1 kick because I did not go back and take disrupting shout again, which I think is okay. Like, you don't need that for the whole place, just these first few pulls. Make sure we get some kicks on these guys.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
3, 2, 1.
Great fight.
Nicely done there. I was asking when I want hero. Bosses. Probably his bosses.
Watch your step.
Just like obliterate them in seconds. Yeah, something's going on with my UI. Like my weak aura for the dungeon is not showing any of the bosses here.
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Probably should have saved Avatar and Demo. Shout for the boss.
Watch your step.
They'll be back up fast enough though.
3, 2, 1.
Break line.
Let our healer get a sip. This is not my favorite boss. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not great at it, but lining up the frontal to actually hit the flowers is really annoying. Then you gotta deal with entangling. Okay, we hit 4 that time.
Move to circle.
Okay. Let's look at all those. Looks like we got all of them.
AOE incoming. Break line.
Let's get a little shockwave down here.
Defensive.
That's some unfortunate placement of these.
Shockwave.
I think it's gonna miss the one to my right there. Yeah. No, no, I didn't get it.
Break line. Move to diamond.
But we should be able to get. Should be able to get up with this. Okay, boss dead. No biggie. I'm gonna run through and pull the little arcane elementals down the stairs here.
Break line. Watch your step.
Alright, I'm gonna pull these guys in.
Interrupt.
Get rooted, idiot. Wait, I didn't reflect it, no.
Break line.
Because you can't reflect the bindings. I thought you could. Thought I'd done it before.
Watch your step.
Oh, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. No, we're fine.
Watch your step.
Oh, I need to be very, very careful here. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad news. Oh, that's really bad. No, I charged right into disorient. Until these whelps decide to let us through. This is one of the dangers in doing late night keys. You start to get sloppy. Start to make some mistakes. I think we didn't actually kill anything from that pack. Alright, well, could be worse. Could have had someone DC your leave. I guess if that's the worst, then maybe it couldn't have actually gone worse.
Watch your
Keep
step.
an eye on the pat back there. This is one spot where entangling is actually kind of troll, especially if you have the buff that, or the buff that slows you.
Watch your step. Break line.
Yeah, there's almost no scenario I can think of where I would willingly take 5% damage reduction at the cost of 25% movement speed. Unless it's like a required mechanic on a fight to survive a one-shot. It's just bad times.
Watch your step.
I guess that's wild magic for you.
Interrupt. Watch your step.
2, 1.
Break line.
We can smooth things out from there.
Shockwave. Interrupt. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Did I just miss with my shockwave? I think I just completely missed with my shockwave. That's embarrassing.
Shockwave.
Just don't get knocked off by these guys.
Break line.
If you hug right here, we can skip that back on the left. Go straight into the next room. We're still on a really good pace for this key. That's the nice thing about doing 8s is like Even if you make those tired mistakes, they're still pretty easy to time this season. Definitely will be getting punished a lot more for those and more within if you're doing +8s. Because you'll have the 15-second death timer penalty instead of 10. Oh, that Demon Hunter just ripped aggro. Alright, I'm gonna try reflecting this again. Nope, didn't work. Okay. I could have sworn. Maybe I'm just thinking of like putting my DK and AMSing that. Good to have some confirmation. Alright, I'm gonna... This is a little bit reckless. But I got some cooldowns.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Break right. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Should be able to skip those two guys.
Watch your step. 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 Interrupt.
Good news is we'll have lust up for the boss now. Which we might not have if we hadn't had that wipe, so.
Shockwave. Watch your.
I don't know if it's actually possible to one phase this boss.
Shockwave. Watch your.
Yeah, we weren't even close.
Phase change.
Two phasing is pretty easy though. Assuming everybody survives the intermission. Knock on wood. Dangerous charge. No, we lost Usul. He's getting up. Is he?
Shockwave. Watch your.
He should be getting up now. Oh, that orb. No, he got B-res right into the orb. That's really unfortunate.
Shockwave. Watch your.
Oh, we still got this boss before it phases again. Pretty easy.
Shockwave. Interrupt. Interrupt. Watch your.
Don't get him rezzed. We'll move on to the stairs. Everybody's favorite. Fighting mobs on stairs. This is a little bit of a big pull, I guess. These frogs can be really annoying. Okay, this is actually nice timing. We'll fight these guys at the top of the stairs here. I want the frog too, though.
Grapevine.
Nope. Until when you're holding an Alt keybind and then you hit Tab to change your target, but then you Alt Tab out of out. Okay, we need this guy. I think we need like 2 of the frogs. At least. The last 2 guys. Maybe more than that. This guy's a negative 8 count each. Yeah, we need quite a bit more. Yeah, we need actually we need a decent amount more in here. We might need even more. We have available. Oh no, all these guys together are gonna put us at 409 out of 410 count. That's so troll. Let's go back for one of the frogs upstairs. There's exactly one more. Come on, baby. Come on, little froggy. blow up this frog, and then we're done with trash. Alright, just boss. Theoretically, this is the easy part of the dungeon.
Run out.
Two fortified bosses.
Find shelter. Run out. Run out. Run out.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, Soul. How's it going, man? So you're doing more keys on my warrior. Got to catch up from from all the days I had off for vacation. I think this is the 4th key we've done tonight, maybe 5th.
Run out. Defensive.
I love that you can reflect the Dragon Strike. So OP.
Break back. Defensive. Knocking back. Defensive.
It's just up for every single one of them. Feels so good. I haven't had the motivation to hop on WoW recently. That's understandable. Like, I think if you're gonna take a break, this is absolutely the time to do it.
3, 2, 1.
I have enjoyed season 4 more than I thought I was going to, but it's like, yeah, there's not really anything new if you played the other seasons of Dragonflight. And like anything you do now is going to be erased in the first few days of the new expansion, so I can completely understand that. We can reroll my key here. Got a Halls of Infusion. I don't want to do that. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed season 4 more than I thought I would. I mean, I originally planned to like not really play season 4, and then my guild still needed me to tank, so came back to do that for them, which ended up being kind of nice because then like I was in the group of things when beta came out, and yeah, it's been a good time so far. But yeah, with the new expansion right around the corner, and stuff that you do right now definitely feels a little unimportant. Most of the guild is taking time off, it seems. Yeah, mine too. We've got like maybe 4 or 5 people that are doing it still. Oh wait, we got an Algethar. That's the only key I don't have fortified score on. Yeah, but I don't want to get a DK key in. My warrior's got a full myth track vault here. Not looking to do any more 10s tonight, probably. Maybe we'll try and do some next week. Save a few crests. It's the balance between like you save 15 crests for getting the higher item level, but then you're a lot slower at farming them. A group of us have been playing other games in the meantime. This is a great time to play other games for sure. I remember like the end of BFA playing lots of like Among Us and other stuff with everybody. Those are some good times. Ooh, I have mail. Forgot about that. Here's a tip for you guys. If you haven't already, clear out your, what do you call it? Your reagents and stuff. All your crafting materials. Go to your bank, grab everything out, throw it in the auction house. Because it's only going to go down in value between now and War Within launching. Unless you have stuff that's like rank 1, Ceravite ore or whatever that doesn't sell for much anyway. But it always feels nice to go into a new expansion with a clean bank. So that was fun. We're into Lethal Company at the moment. I've never played that game. I've seen a lot of posts from you guys playing in the Discord though, so sounds like you guys are having a fun time with it. Good reminder. Yep. I also went through and like vendored a ton of old armor today. I still have a bunch of stuff that I need to clean up in my bank, but it's in a better state than it was, if you can believe it or not, earlier today. No way, Jose. Thoughts on Brewmaster? Thinking of switching to Prot Paladin? I really like Brewmaster. It's hard at this point to like compare one-to-one as far as like power level goes on tanks, but if you've liked Brewmaster in the past but have felt like it's got a lot of button bloat, that problem is being addressed in War Within. Brewmaster is going to have probably like anywhere from 3 to 5 less keybinds depending on what you talent, so it feels a lot less cumbersome to play, and I think it still feels really fun. Stagger, when you can like really get good at using Purifying Brew and Stagger, like Brew is really rewarding to play in the long run. Prot Paladin's not really my jam. I would definitely choose Brewmaster over it, but keep in mind that like Prot Paladin is probably my least favorite tank. The new Black Ox Ants with Stagger is so nice. Yeah, that talent is sick. And the fact that it like removes Bone Dust Brew from being part of the cooldown clutter is pretty good. I have a little bit of mixed feelings about that because Bone Dust Brew and Shadowlands was so much fun to play with. But it's a little bit of a shell of its former self these days. And removing a couple of buttons from like the cooldown setup that you have to do if you want to optimize damage is very welcome for Brew. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. I would personally pick Brew over Prot Paladin, but that's not a statement on like what I expect to be stronger. That's just personal preference. DK all the way. I know how you feel about it, Sol. DK's fun. I think it's gonna be like, it's definitely gonna be one of the tanks that I level before season 1 starts, and like I'm gonna try to keep it geared up. Depending on like how important grips are in the raid, there's a chance I end up raiding on DK as blood, but I don't know, we'll see about that. We'll see how that looks. Alright, I don't know how long Usul's gonna be here. My main choice is which alt to level first. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. My current plan is to level... Okay, nice, he's back. Might go do Algethar Academy. I'm a warrior here. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. I think I was saying, yeah, I do plan to level, I think, 4 tanks during the like preseason part. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to keep up on them once the season actually starts, but I'd like to have at least 3 other than warrior ready to go. And DK will almost certainly be one of them. I can't imagine leaving DK out of like a top 4 for me. Alright, let's get this group listed. Algethar Academy +8. DK and Drew are gonna smash for tanks. I think the worst will be Pally. Hey, what's up, Candy? How's it going, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, Druid feels really strong on the beta. I think I've said enough about my gripes with Druid, but like the actual end result is somehow very strong. Let's see, what do we want to take here? Monk will always be the funnest. Yeah, there's something that's at it. I think Brewmaster has like the highest potential for like being satisfying as a tank. It also has like, I think, the most challenge involved with actually playing it successfully. This is like a hunter and demon hunter night. Let's see if we can mix up the comp a little bit. Let's get this warrior. 528. We haven't had a DPS warrior in here yet. Yeah, for me right now, Prot warrior is just like the most fun thing. Brewmaster's up there though. Let's see, I will definitely need to refile here. I always like the movements of monks and DH tanks. Yeah, I think like roll and fell rush are really cool abilities. And they actually added, I don't know if you've seen it, Soul, they added like a dash that you can do on Brewmaster, well on all monks after you roll. So they're giving them even more fun movement speed. I do really like Warrior's movement abilities though. Having 2 stacks of charge, plus a 30-second leap that also gives you a sprint, plus shield charge. Like, Warrior feels pretty good on the movement front these days. I don't know if the key's in. Never tried warrior tanking. It does have a very high actions per minute, so if that's a turn off, then like that might not be enjoyable. And that's something that isn't really changing. I mean, maybe it's if you play Colossus. Oh, sorry, I got a really itchy nose right now. If you play Colossus, it might be changing a little bit because you're gonna have a little bit less rage generation. So less like spamming ignore pain. Alright, we're gonna play this part a little bit conservatively on Fortified. I missed all the important mobs with that demo shout. That was really bad timing. Ah, and I still forgot to make my Ravager macro. No. That's fine. At least hit them with Shockwave here.
Watch your step.
So make sure these skitter flies get taken down, because they will eventually start one-shotting whoever they leap to.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Yeah, I kind of just like everything about Warrior. The movement abilities are really cool. Being able to just like refuse to take damage for extended periods of time feels really good. When you like set up and time spell reflex, that's almost the most fun thing in all of tanking to me.
Watch your step.
Imagine Drakthir Warrior getting double jump, glide, as well as tail sweep and knockback, 2 charges already. That actually is a really good point once they open up Drakthir to other races. A part of me wonders if they'll like...
Watch your step.
Yeah, I feel Drakthir racial ability will be different for different for non-evokers. Yeah, if they have a class that just has a knock-up and a knockback, or a race that just has a knock-up and a knockback, that might be too overpowered. They might decide to bake those into Evoker rather than Drakthir. Only time will tell. I mean, they'd have to give them something else then, though, if they do that. Because if you take those away, then, like, the actual benefits of... We're just going to open up with a shield charge right here. Like, the actual benefits of being an evoker kind of are really small. Or being Drakthir, sorry, not evoker.
Defensive.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle that. Because what you don't want to see is, like, right now everybody wants to play a dwarf because you have a personal dispel, right? You don't want to see that, like, just swapped to everyone wants to play an evoker because they have 2 extra stops that don't DR. The tail sweep, but not the knockback would work. I feel like even the tail sweep might be... Well, that would be in line with, like, Tauren and High Mountain Tauren then, I guess, so... Just a knock up instead of a stun, so it's not going to DR on anything.
Watch your step.
Yeah, that could work. Oh, this is going to be a mess.
AOE incoming.
These things are all over the place.
Defensive.
The nice thing about them being all over the place is I didn't get all the dot stacks there. And nobody died, so... I feel like they could have... They could have both. They would just, like, not get the talents that reduce the cooldown and, like, increase the effectiveness of one. That might be okay, because, like, what else... Like, what are the other actual...
Watch your step.
racial abilities?
Run.
Like, I think Glide is technically a racial ability for evokers and not a class one.
Watch your step.
But that's not necessarily, like, a powerful racial ability, right?
Watch your step. Run.
Giving 2 stops as a racial ability might be too much, though. I think you might be right on that. Oh, our druid went bye-bye there. Oh, I think I hit by one of the tornadoes. Glidesore and the Visage Form buff. That's true, I forget about the Visage Form buff. Because, like, I don't know, there's the passive you can use to, like, make sure I have aggro on this thing, to go into Visage Form automatically when you're out of combat, but it doesn't work most of the time. The health regeneration is okay, but, like, I don't know, it's not game breaking. It's not game breaking in the way, like, Stone Form or Fireblood is. Or Shadow Meld. 2 stops could potentially be on that level, though. Because like right now, like Augavoker is meta, so people already have both of those stops, right, in a group. But imagine having like everyone play an Evoker, and you just get 10 of those stops, or everyone play a Drakthir. Like that would kind of counteract what Blizzard's trying to do with removing some of the power from stops in general. see, where is that big bird?
Defensive. Spread. Shockwave.
2, 1.
Defensive. Break rank. Phase change.
Now looks like the Hunter's taking care of one.
Spread.
Healer's doing the second.
Defensive. Shockwave.
If I was like gifted the Naru as a tank with high health, huge heal for party members.
Defensive.
I've never really played a Draenei, but that actually sounds pretty cool. Having a racial that can like
Watch your step.
basically just save someone,
Phase
pretty good. Sorry, it's getting a little sleepy over here.
3, 2, 1.
Spread. Defensive.
We've been blessed with good DPS tonight.
Defensive.
So a reminder to all the priests out there, you can life grip people on these air bridges and drop them down into the abyss. Do with that information what you will. Time is running out to be able to take advantage of that little feature. Yeah, we're gonna set up a gnarly pull here.
Shockwave.
Oh, let's not stand in that.
Shockwave.
Okay, I tried to kick the Mystic Blast, nothing happened. But my kick went on cooldown, so... I know I had the Scepter targeted. Or maybe I had the Battle Axe targeted. Thought I had the Scepter targeted.
Shockwave.
No, it went on cooldown again. Are you not able to kick that anymore? Am I just like completely missing that?
Red light. Shockwave.
The stabs. Yeah, the Mystic Blast. I thought you were supposed to kick that.
Shockwave.
Maybe I'm just having a little bit of a brain fog at midnight. Okay, they did change it this season. I know they changed some stuff like that, but my action bar is still, or my red frame still, it should be interruptible, so.
Red light.
Maybe my groups just do a good enough job of stopping it that hadn't really noticed. You can't actually kick it anymore.
Shockwave. Grapevine. Shockwave. Shockwave.
Let's line aside that breath over here.
Grapevine. Shockwave. Shockwave.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine. Shockwave. Grapevine.
We'll get a mana break before the boss here for sure. Oh, look at that. Here, we got a full drink off just about.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Alright. Closing in on the end of our 5th dungeon for the night. Got a nice burst of crest these last 2 days. Which is honestly like the big thing that we need to be doing in the warrior right now. Let's get lots and lots of crests. The difference between a hero track item and a myth track item, like
Defensive.
going into next season, is kind of small, but the difference between like a 506 and a 522, like that's going to be several levels of that piece of gear is going to last longer. So trying to make sure we can get everything that we have fully upgraded. Oh, we lost Wolfsel there.
Defensive.
I cannot grab that orb. Someone grab it.
AOE incoming.
Oh, this is not great. We're gonna pull the boss back toward the middle here. Alright, I'm at 3 stacks. This is probably not what we want to be doing. Boss is almost dead though, so it's all good. We can spend some rage executing. One thing I'm definitely hoping I'm going to be able to do is just pick up like maybe 2 or 3 more pieces with speed.
Break line.
I have a speed ring for both slots. 1 hero track and one myth track. So those will be good to have. Hoping I can at least fill out a few other slots with a speed item too. Even if it's just hero track, because like speed is so good for leveling. Although we're gonna be able to dragon ride from pretty much the start, I think. So maybe a little bit less than in some previous expansions. Part of me is still holding out hope that they're going to give Colossus Warriors the ability to use a 2-hander with a shield. I think that would have been sick. But it is probably too late for that to happen. Two shields. That would be kind of wild. I think a 2-hander and a shield would be sick, though. This guy wants me to fight them on the stairs? What? Just fight them up here. Like, what? Oh, I guess you can Z-axis the whirlwinds. Or you just stun them like we were doing. Right, Echo of Dorgos. Find him over here to start with. Or her, I guess. It's hard to tell with the dragon outside of like voice lines.
Run.
3, 2, 1.
Breath incoming.
See, we haven't spawned any extra pools yet.
Run.
There's one right underneath the boss.
Breath incoming. Run.
If we can get the boss over here, we got some nice open area. And the 2 bulls that spawned at the start of the fight should be despawning relatively soon here.
2, 1.
Break back. Spread.
Easy. It's a nice little 75 score. $121 aspects crests. I don't think there was speed on either of the items that dropped. We'll double check. Nah, we're good. Alright, chat, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm pretty tired, and I do want to put in some more work on my next video, so... Not sure, not 100% sure we'll be able to get that finished tonight, but I at least want to make some good progress on it so I can get it up earlier than later this week. Thanks everybody for hanging out on the Twitch side. Don't see anyone on that on a raid, so we probably will just call it. But thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you for all the chats and the questions and everything. Really appreciate all you guys. Check out the Discord server if you want to hang out and get notified when I post a video or go live. You can also do all that through YouTube and Twitch as well, of course. But I hope you guys all have a great Tuesday. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow night, but I will potentially be streaming on Wednesday night. So we'll see how that all goes. I will let you guys know, and I will catch you next time. Bye.